At the same time. You don't need more followers. You need more purpose behind what you're building. That's right. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Hey, friends, I'm Tiffany. And if you've ever felt like showing up, posting content, building your brand, but it's not converting, you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about how to build a purpose-driven brand that actually converts. So if you're tuning in live, drop a 1 in the chat. If you're watching the replay over here, then comment replay. But either way, drop your name and where you're from in the comments so that I know where you're tuning in from. That's right. So if you're over here, I'm going to go ahead and place a quick little QR code on screen here at some point during the call. And you can use that at any time to grab today's free resource, okay? But before we get going and before you can build a brand that converts, you have to know what it's rooted in. What do I mean by that? What is your brand rooted in? Okay, so purpose-driven brands start with a calling, not with competition. Are you hearing me today? Drop a 1 in the chat if you understand that purpose-driven brands, they start with a calling, not a competition. Are you hearing me? Okay, so here's what you have to do. You got to back up and you got to just take a pause. Ask yourself, what problem am I called to solve? And who am I called to serve? What problem am I called to solve and who am I called to serve? Okay, we're not here to chase trends. We're here to anchor our message in truth. Okay, it's really difficult when we jump on these platforms and we see all these trends that are gaining followers and helping grow accounts really, really fast, right? But that's not what we're here for. As a purpose-driven entrepreneur and Christian, we are here to solve the problems that our clients are having. And who are our clients? Our clients are the people who are also here to show up for themselves as Christians, right? As that Christian entrepreneur who wants to blend faith and business. Last week, I talked about whether faith and business belong together. They absolutely belong together. So let's not chase those trends. Let's anchor our message in truth and impact. Okay. So I'm really excited that you guys are here with me today. I'm fairly new to live, so bear with me, but I'm getting pretty excited about doing these. I really do enjoy connecting with you and building those relationships. I'm starting to see some more familiar faces, which is super exciting. If you know your calling, but you're not sure how it translates into your business, drop a heart in the chat or the comments for me so that I know that you're with me, so that I know that you feel what I feel. Can I get some love here? You know your calling, you just don't know how it translates into your business. Okay, well, confusion repels, but clarity converts. So it's time to get really clear on our calling. Am I right? Okay, so your audience should know in 10 seconds what you do, who you help, and how you help them. So what is that, and have you identified it? Have you identified the what, the who, and the how? Okay, so you got to get really specific with your message, your visuals, and your voice. So let's pull some of that together today. A lot of people, especially over here on this platform, talking to you guys right now. We've got 2 lives going at the same time, so bear with me. And, just give me all the love because this is only the second time I'm showing up over here for you, and I'm only a weekend over here. So here's what I want to recognize real quick. There's a lot of people on this platform who say that the brand visuals don't matter over here. And I'm starting to see how that could be true. But is this the only place you're building business? Probably not, right? You're probably building business in multiple platforms in multiple locations. So why not build that brand visual that speaks your brand, and is consistent again across all platforms, right? Okay, so what do I mean by brand visuals? Brand visuals include your colors, your fonts, and your language. They make your brand recognizable before your audience. And before your logo ever appears, people can start to recognize you for who you are and who your brand is. Okay. So it's really important that we identify what those are. Your brand's first connection point isn't your logo, it's not your brand colors, and it's not even your website. It's you. So a lot of people recognize that as a personal brand. Yep, personal brands are a thing, and especially on the platforms that we're on today, they make such a big difference, because whether you can show up as yourself or not is going to make a difference in the way people connect with you, right? But is someone going to connect with you consistently and grow into liking you, trusting you, and feeling comfortable and wanting to spend more time with you if you're jumping all over the place? So should I show up and talk about shoelaces one day and branding or web design the next day? Probably not, people, because it's going to confuse your audience. So get really consistent and clear on what your message is. If that hits home, say clarity in the chat for me. Does that hit home for you? Drop clarity in the chat. I'm trying to see here if we've got any folks commenting. You know, I'm hoping that I'm making some points here that really impact where you are today. Let me back up for those of you who just joined. I'm Tiffanie. I'm a brand developer and web designer by trade. And back in 2018, I started building my business with God as my CEO. And now I help women build brands online that help balance their faith and their family and their income. So today we're talking about building a brand that actually converts, and how do we do that? So God gives you purpose, but strategy is what's going to help you steward that purpose. Okay? If you're with me, drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat so I know you're here with me and you're listening and you're connecting to what we're talking about. My passion, it is so important for me to help you build a purpose-driven brand. And the reason why is because it's so easy to get burnt out. It's so easy to get disconnected and get tired of showing up every day. But when your brand is rooted in purpose, there's always a drive to show up and be consistent and not quit. Okay. Conversion comes from having that clear path for your audience. So we want to create awareness, connection, conversion, and number 4, community. All right. Awareness, connection, conversion, and community is what we're trying to build. Drop a 2 in the chat if you are feeling connected to this message today. Drop a 2. Okay, so let's walk through and let's just see what every purpose brand needs. Are y'all ready to connect with some of those details? I know I want to give you some actionable steps, okay? So number 1, a message that connects heart and value. Purpose-driven brands always connect heart and value. So you have to know what yours is. Number 2, a simple offer that solves a real problem. All right, so why am I here and what am I offering you? Right? What solution am I offering you to what problem? Today, I'm trying to make sure that you can connect your brand's voice to that deep-rooted purpose, because without it, it's really easy to get burnt out. And we are trying to show up for the long haul, right? We're here, we're building that digital presence for our business, and we want to make sure that we don't quit. Why is this something that I'm super passionate about? It's because it's been easy through the years to show up for a few days and disappear for a lot more days. And I got sick and tired of the lack of results in my business. But when I got really honest with myself, that's exactly what the problem was. I wasn't showing up daily. Okay. I was working daily, but I was spinning my wheels. I wasn't putting my time and focus and energy on the income producing activities. And do you know what those are? Income producing activities are showing up and building those connections. And actually, I'm a people person. This is actually really what I love. I love to be here in this space. So the second thing, I'm sorry, we already went through 1 and 2. Let's repeat those real quick. Number 1, a message that converts and connects heart and value. Okay. The second thing a purpose-driven brand needs is a simple offer that solves a real problem. Okay. A simple offer that solves a real problem. Number 3, are y'all ready for number 3? Drop a 3 in the chat if you want to know what the third item is. What's the third thing that purpose-driven brands need? Drop a 3 in the chat if you're here and you want to know. Who's going to give me some love? Larry, Ricky, Wendy, are you still on? Drop a 3 in the chat if you want to know the third thing that purpose-driven brands need. All right, you knew it. I was going to tell you anyways. That's okay. Don't give me any love. I'm just new here. Systems that automate consistency, not chaos. We want to automate consistency and not create chaos. Okay. So an example of that, I built a digital product out. As a matter of fact, still building it out with some of my students as we speak. Inside the Divine Purpose Academy, we break down step by step from calling to conversion. Okay. So what is your product or service and how are you going to convert it? Right? How are you going to convert people from knowing, liking, and trusting you to doing business with you? You've got to map that out. When you hear the term map, it might make more sense for you if I relate it to a workflow. Okay, so what happens from the time someone follows you to the time they buy from you? Back out of that and create your automated system and simplify it. Keep it as simple as possible. Okay. Y'all drop ready in the chat if you want to learn how to apply this to your own brand. Can y'all drop ready in the chat if you want to apply this to your own brand? Okay, over here, I just want to let you know that just for your convenience, I've dropped a QR code in your view so that you can scan that at any time and go ahead and download that freebie that I've got for you. And if you're over here with me today, I'm excited and I want you to hang on till the end because I've got a freebie that's going to help you the same way that it helped me. And it's changed everything. But the thing that I am delivering to you here is very important and that I want you to know is that faith and business do belong in the same sentence. Faith and business belong in the same sentence. Can you give me a high five in the chat if you agree? We can be both spirit-led and strategic at the same time. It's totally possible, but the key is obedience, showing up before you ever see the full picture. So when you're called, you have to be obedient and you got to jump right in, even though you don't know all the how-tos. Just step in and get started and start learning and start growing, right? Because when you do that, the clarity comes. The clarity will follow, I promise. Your brand isn't just a business, it is a ministry in motion. Okay, if we are building faith-led businesses, faith-centered businesses, it's a ministry and it's in motion. Okay, God wants us to be able to step forward as our true selves, and there is no purpose in separating the two. So if you believe faith and business can coexist, will you do me a favor and type purpose in the comments? Type purpose in the comments if you believe with me that faith and business can coexist. That's right. Yep. It can. It can. So what else do you want to talk about today? I'm here. I want to help answer some Q&A. There's a few of you who have just joined me, so I can give you a little bit of history on myself if that's what you want to know. I'm a 20-year entrepreneur. My husband was an entrepreneur for about 5 years before me, and I loved the freedom that came with that for him while I was over here hammering out a corporate career. And then things started changing for me at my corporate job, and it wasn't as that's not the right word. It was not any longer aligned with my values and my purpose and desires for my career. And so I had to create an exit plan. So back in 2005, I created that exit plan with my financial advisor and my husband. And I left corporate after about an 8-month period of planning and saving and saving and saving, right? So since then, I have hustled. I've been in a few different types of industries since then, starting in real estate, going through the first real estate crash of 2007 when I say the first of my career. And it was difficult, but I had this goal that I wanted to leave a legacy behind. I didn't want people to forget me. So all the marketing that I've poured into every single business has been focused around me, me, me. I'm going to leave a legacy. It's not just real estate. It's Teel Estate. I would have people around me chanting, Teel Estate, Teel Estate. But about 12 years later, 12 or 13 years later, I still hadn't built what I wanted, and I wasn't connected. I was a little bit even miserable. Thankfully, God had finally allowed me to become a mom. I went through about 5 years of infertility, and that was really, really difficult. It was probably part of the sadness that I was carrying and the disconnect from the work that I was doing. But I was able to circle back around, and God granted that prayer and he blessed us with a child. And so I was able to kind of take a step back from the work I was doing for a few years and focus on motherhood. But as soon as my child started school, just preschool, it gave me some time freedom again, which was, probably 2.5, 3 hours a day at tops for the first couple years. But I started having requests come in for redesigns, website designs and stuff from people that I had worked with in the past. And, I was like, no, I'm just a mom staying at home, like building my family, God blessed me with a child, and it is time to stay focused on that. And I didn't want, but I could not deny the fact that God was laying these offers in my lap. And I just finally agreed, Lord, yes, like I hear you. I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to step into this, but I give it to you. It's all for your honor and your glory. Guide and lead and direct me. And so I just was obedient. So the first thing I did was redesigned the first client site. And then someone else showed up and I designed for them. And through the years, I have been service-based until last year. And after several years of knowing that I didn't want to be trading my time for freedom for the rest of my life, I had to figure out how to build online and how to create that passive income. And so in all of this, the growth that I have built and received out of being purposeful and purpose-driven in my brand and partnering with God, I have grown to know that He does have a greater plan and a purpose for me. I've been able to serve so many women and families and even men and their families through these services that I offer, but I knew I needed to develop something more. And last year I stepped into the space of online coaching to develop a digital product for the first time so that I would have that option. But I have struggled to bring students into that space. And I just finally got sick and tired of it. And I said, you know what? I need someone to actually help hold my hand and to coach me through this. I think it's important that we don't ask other people to do stuff that we're not willing to do. And I knew that I just had to be willing to ask for help and to find something that was going to fit into my business that would make the most sense. So the program that I have, it's called the Divine Purpose Academy. And it's for those people who want to uncover their divine purpose and build out a business that honors and glorifies God and serves the kingdom, right? And I take them all the way through digital mastery and how to take their new business to market. But then I was left going, I haven't done a really good job taking mine to market. And I just had to be honest with myself and get real serious about, well, if I'm going to teach and show them how to be successful in this area, I have to be willing to do it as well. And I just pulled the plug and I said, let's find that program that's going to help us do that. And I had more than one friend already proving results in this other program. And I said, I'm going to take another look after it was introduced to me like 10 months before that. And I never quit thinking about it. It was always in the back of my head. So I took a look, and the Legacy program it's called Legacy Builders. It's just amazing. And it's got this digital marketing blueprint that I looked at first. It was the first step. So if you want a copy of that, drop called in the comments so that I can show you how to go grab that. And it's going to automate the whole thing for you. Okay. So it is that missing piece of my business that I was missing and the thing that makes the most sense. So it's going to put you on my email list, of course, and there's no secrets about that, because if I lose this account, how am I going to help you moving forward? I've got to have your email. We have to stay connected that way. It's the only space that I own aside from my website and my blog. And so it's the only thing that I have that I can take with me and help you. So if you're tired of guessing and you're ready to start building with purpose and build a profit simultaneously, this blueprint will show you how it's helping me and tons of other people build profit while they learn these systems. Okay? It's the easiest thing. It's the way that I'm allowing my students and other people to start earning while they learn instead of sitting back like some of them have done for the past year. They've sat back and they have absolutely grinded for the last 12 months with me. Some of them have been with me for 15 months and they are hammering out their business goals and their business plans and they're building websites and they're building their branding, but they aren't earning anything yet. And it's important that we learn how to get into profit mode fast before we get burnt out. And this allows me to do that, not just for myself, but for other people. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm sick and tired of having to look at my bank account and check it before I go to the grocery store. Are you with me? Let's build financial freedom. And I believe God wants that for us. We just have to be open and willing. So I had to move away from, I can do it by myself. I needed a community of people that were going to encourage me and show me what worked for them, just like I'm helping do for other people. And all I'm doing in that program is showing them what worked for me, right? I'm teaching them how to avoid the mistakes that I've made. And now guess what? I get to add another area into that content. I'm just so thankful and grateful that this blueprint crossed my plate and that my friends reached out and were like, hey, this is the right fit for you. You need to jump in on this. Come with me. Like, come on, come with me. Let's do this together and let's build financial freedom for our families. So again, if you're tired of guessing and you're ready to start building with purpose and profit, drop calling in the comments and I will get that over to you. If you're over here, scan the QR code in the top corner or feel free to drop calling in the comments and I will absolutely help you do the same thing. Okay. If this has been helpful, will you hit the like button? Hit the like button, follow me, subscribe, and let's stay connected. I want you to share this with other women who are ready to align their business with their God calling. And I want to help you do that. It feels so much more aligned when you can do that. There's no reason to separate faith from business. If there's something you want me to cover next time that we get on, because we're getting on every day, okay? And I'll read all of your messages and all of your comments. So if there's something else, another topic that you want me to cover next time, will you drop that in the chat for me also? I would absolutely love. And before we go, I'm gonna log in over here real quickly to my community. And I'm just gonna start at the top and I'm just gonna read some of the wins. We have a category where we can categorize people's posts in here. And I'm going to just go ahead and read off some of these wins that were just posted. Here's one that was just posted 10 minutes ago. Did my first live. Thought I would take action and do 30 minutes, but she went an hour and a half. She's so proud of herself, and I'm so proud of her. That's a great job, Andrea. Okay, let's see. YouTube is on fire. So somebody's building their business on YouTube. The great thing is you can pick your platform, right? You can build wherever it seems most aligned with you. Let's see. Oh, here's a really good one. Carrie has brought in $130K in 4 months. $130K in 4 months. This is the boat I bought for my husband and our family that has brought us so much joy this summer, all because of this incredible program. Yes, the money is life-changing, but it's the ability to have less stress and more joy and memories with my family that means the most. Keep going, everyone. This opportunity is such a huge gift, and God is so good. That's how I feel, and that's what I want, and that's why I'm here building. I want that freedom and that time with my family. I don't want to feel like I have to work around the clock. It's exhausting, and my son misses me. But I feel like I can't stop, because if I don't stop, I won't be able to provide. Does anybody else feel that way? Have you ever felt that way? So let's learn these tools together, Y'all excuse me, but I'm going to be really real and honest and vulnerable with you. I'm never going to hide my emotions. Here's one. Woohoo! Woke up with a $900 deposit on my birthday. What an amazing way to wake up on your birthday. The kids and the husband are ready to sing happy birthday with a gift. Checked my phone after a few minutes and saw a congratulations email with $900 in my bank account. October is going to be the best month of the year. Let's go. So, if you're unsure what that blueprint gives you, I'll just tell you the blueprint gives you the map, okay, for how to use digital marketing to create an income in just 2 hours or less a day. And what that means is that in 2 hours or less a day, we are completing income earning activities. So my time here with you is an income earning activity. We are building relationships. We're building know, like, and trust value. And as you heard, it's about having and finding that purpose behind it that is going to make the difference. So I want to help you guys do the same thing. The Legacy Builders program isn't just a product that is going to teach you how to do digital marketing. It's an interactive community and program. So the training is consistently being built. It's already all there. I've been in for just over a month, and I can't stop. I can't stop digging through the training and going through it. I'm just trying to click complete because there's so much available. Sometimes you have to slow down and make sure that you're consuming it and able to implement it. But it is really important to use that. And so then the value of this program, while it is in the training, it's actually includes master resale rights. So those master resale rights, drop a 1 in the chat if you know what master resale rights are. Master resale rights allow you to resell the product for 100% profit. And I'm not going to get into this today, but show back up later this week and we'll talk about the difference between affiliate marketing and digital marketing with master resale rights. Okay, I'll just give you a quick overview so that you don't get too bored and so that you don't miss out on this later this week. If I'm an affiliate for Amazon and I post a link for my favorite Instant Pot and someone uses that link to buy an Instant Pot, I'm going to earn an affiliate commission, right? And that affiliate commission is going to be tiny. I need to have a lot of people click on my link and buy for me to make significant amount of income. So I'm going to have to push out a lot of those, a lot of content to get people to do that. In this case, I have 4 different products that I can resell for 100% commission. And guess what? those for 100% profit. It is not commission. I am buying a business and now I'm in business. So I can go into profit mode quickly. I have a $100, $300, $600, and $900 product that I can sell. So every time someone buys, that is profit, 100% into my bank account. And that's what that review and testimonial said over here that was posted in my community today. So I would love for you to just at least comment called, start the conversation with me if you have any questions. But it's been so much fun to be here with you today. I appreciate the love and support, and I look forward to serving you guys more. So be sure you get on my email list so that you don't miss all of the future support and content that I will provide when it comes to blending faith and business. Thanks, y'all. Have a good day.